I originally shared this as a comment on another thread, but it deserves its own spotlight. I worked at a company that offered an incredible amount of vacation time. If you were there for 25 years or more, you got 8 weeks of vacation and 2 weeks of personal time. It was a family-owned business, but it was pretty large, with over 250 employees working across 3 shifts. Then there was Jimmy. He was a grizzled old man who started at the company when he was just 20. Now, at 63, he didn't care about much anymore. Jimmy was one of the few people who knew how to make a specific part for our product, alongside one other higher-up. One day, the plant owner announced he was selling the company to a corporation. He was ready to retire and promised us there would be minimal changes. But once the new company took over, everything changed. They quickly slashed vacation time from a maximum of 8 weeks to just 4 and eliminated personal time altogether. Anyone who had maxed out their vacation had until December 31st to use it. Otherwise, they wouldn't get paid for it. They also cleaned house, firing anyone close to retirement, including Jimmy's backup. But they made one crucial change. Vacation no longer needed approval. You could just call in and take it whenever you wanted. Naturally, Jimmy was furious. They realized he was the only one left who could do his job, so they hired a new kid for him to train, likely to replace him permanently. So, what does Jimmy do? He calls in sick on the first training day for the new hire and announces he's taking all his PTO at once. He promptly takes 10 weeks off. Fortunately, we had a backlog of parts he had made, so it wasn't too alarming at first. For those 10 weeks, Jimmy applied for other jobs, found one, and started working elsewhere. Fast forward 10 weeks. It's the day Jimmy is supposed to return, but he doesn't show up. For 2 days, they try calling him and even go to his house. He's nowhere to be found. Finally, on day 3, he calls in to resign, and chaos ensues. The parts he made were specialized and patented by the original owner. They couldn't just hire someone off the street to replace him. In the end, they had to contract the original owner to come in and teach some new hires how to make the parts. When he found out what the new company had done, he was furious. The last I heard, he charged them a 7-figure contract to teach them how to produce the parts, and they had no choice but to pay up or shut down. Moral of the story: don't mess with people's vacation time. Jimmy made an electronic control module that was sealed and fixed in a poured unit made of a 2-part epoxy. And just to clarify, Jimmy didn't miss out on a 7-figure contract. He left and moved on. When they contacted the previous owner and explained the situation, it was a straightforward conversation. "You need my help, it'll cost you $1 million. Fast forward to now, and I can't believe how much attention this story has received. I have family still working at the company, so if I hear any more updates, I'll let you know. I worked there for 4 years and have a few more Jimmy stories I might share later." As of July 28, 2025, this post is still getting comments and likes. Jimmy is still around. I see him occasionally at the local bar. He's doing well and is still his old self. The company underwent a major restructuring a couple of years ago, and things have improved, so Jimmy went back. I've moved on to bigger and better things, but after constant contact from their new HR team asking me to return, I'm considering at least having a conversation with them. One night I showed Jimmy this post, and his reaction was priceless. "Those idiots didn't know who they were messing with. They sure know now," he said, probably after a couple of drinks. When he returned, the company was in a bit of a panic due to rumors of a union forming. Part of his terms for coming back included the reinstatement of all his benefits and dealing with 2 problematic higher-ups. Just 2 weeks after he started back, Both were walked out of the building and told not to return. I can only imagine the grin on his face as he waved goodbye to them. If things go well, I might be working alongside him again soon. Who knows? Maybe I'll even ask for more vacation time. Thanks to everyone who has been invested in this story. I'm sure I'll have more to share in the future.